Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on crude oil. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, crude oil has been overall bullish for a while, making higher highs and higher lows, trading inside this rising broadening wedge. And it's currently approaching the upper bound or the upper bound trend line, acting as a non-horizontal resistance, which I also consider an overbought area. That's why we'll be looking for sell setups on lower time frames, of course, and insist on the word looking because we are overall bullish inside this impulse movement. But since we are overbought around the upper trend line, we are looking for sell setups. So we also look for extra confirmation and trigger. That's when we zoom to lower time frames. If we check H4, we can see that the latest impulse movement is engulfed with this channel in red. We can see it even better from H1, but I'll keep it from H4 to keep it as clean as possible. So if we check like previously, we know that when crude oil broke above the previous high, we had this impulse movement, then broke below the previous low, we had this impulse movement to the downside, and then broke above the previous high, so are currently in this bullish trend. Now, if you apply the same logic, and since we are around the upper bound, now, if and only if crude oil breaks below this previous low, then we can expect a bearish movement, a bearish movement to start. And the next rejection area where crude oil might find rejection is around this horizontal support area around 80, where we'll be looking for buy setups, of course, unless broken downward, then a movement till the lower support area or the lower one would be expected, where we'll be looking for buy setups. But for now, this is what we are waiting for on crude oil to confirm that the bears are finally taking over after a momentum candle close below this area, of course, from H4, since it is an H4 chart. So this would be our trigger. And meanwhile, and until the sellers of the bears take over by breaking below it, crude oil could be overall bullish and can still trade higher and higher inside this channel. Okay, so always wait for extra confirmation and trigger, and best of luck.